How's it going, neighbors? This is Ed with etrailer.com, and this is a look at the Romik RB2-T Running Boards with drop brackets. These are available in black or silver to fit a wide variety of vehicles. Use our fit guide to make sure you're getting the right fit for you. When you add something like a running board or Nerf board to your truck, it's going to give you a little bit more function as far as being able to get in and out of the vehicle easier, especially when it's icy or snow on the ground. And it's also going to add to the appearance of a vehicle, because I think personally adding running boards and Nerf bars to your pickup, it just gives it a little bit more custom look. So let's take a closer look at our running board and see what's special about it. So as far as our running board, this guy is made of aluminum, and it's going to give you a lot of corrosion resistance versus steel running boards that sometimes tend to rust out from the inside out. This is also going to have advanced traction rubber material here that's going to allow you to not slide onto the aluminum surface in those snowy, icy conditions. Another cool accessory that they offer is actually a bracket cover to give you a more OEM finished look and hide your brackets. Depending on your fit, you can have a weight capacity between 375 and 450 pounds. Check out our product pages or your owner's manual for your specific capacity. So no matter the fit of the boards, they'll have the same appearance with these nice rounded edges that give them a smooth edge and sleek look. Installation is easy. We'll go through a typical installation on our Ram today. Your installation may be slightly different, but this will give you an idea of how simple it is. You want to check your instructions for the specific details for your vehicle. So we're going to get our installation started, and we're going to grab a few different things to get this going pretty smooth. You're going to need a torque wrench. You don't necessarily need one fancy like this. If you take a look at etrailer.com, we offer a little bit more less professional style torque wrenches that'll still get the job done. You're going to need a few wrenches. Well, a couple wrenches. It would be handy to have a 15 millimeter and a 13 millimeter, as well as your ratchet wrench. And you're going to need a 13 millimeter socket, as well as a 15 millimeter socket. So now we're going to lay out all of our hardware. And the way that it works on both sides is pretty similar. You're going to have 3 points of contact underneath. And I'm just going to put together everything that I need for each one of those sections. So you're going to have both your exterior bracket and the bracket that goes against the inside body on the studs. You're going to have 3 of your 13 millimeter nuts that go on the studs themselves. And then you're going to connect the lower bracket using your 15 millimeter hardware. So let's go ahead and hop underneath and get started. So the studs that you're going to make your connection with your bracket with are right here underneath. You're going to see that they're in different configurations depending on if they're in the front, middle, or rear. One step that you don't want to pass up on is actually cleaning the studs off using an M8 die. You're going to want to go through to get all the paint and the anti-corrosion off so you can get a real grip with the nuts on the studs themselves. Now you want to make sure that this ridge is pointing away from the vehicle itself, and you can just use the 13 millimeter nuts to hand tighten along the studs. Now you don't want to actually start snugging it down too much yet, because you're going to want this maneuverability for when you're getting the running board on the brackets. Now our bracket is adjustable, and that's one of the things that's really cool about this setup. But on the 1500 Ram, you have 4 possession setups, and you can only go to the 3rd hole. So you would not be able to get that highest level on this particular setup. However, you can go 3 up. And you can take your hardware. You're going to use your 15 millimeter bolt and nut. I'm just going to put them both through to kind of stabilize it. And then we're still just hand tightening. We still want it to be nice and loose so we can position our Nerf bar a lot easier. I'm going to go do the same thing on my other brackets. So as far as our running board, you can see that we have 4 sets of hardware along the track here pre-installed. On our 2025 Ram 1500, we're only going to need 3 of these sets. So we're going to be able to remove the end cap and just remove a pair of the nuts and bolts with the washers. So now we're going to just make sure we get it lined up close as possible to the location, and we're just going to slide it on top of our brackets. And now I'm gonna get underneath and make our connections with our fasteners. Now, I know you can't see right in here, but there's two 13mm nuts that we're gonna fasten down, and it's gonna pull down onto the bolt that was pre-installed into our running board. So I'm gonna get a little tension on here, and I'm just gonna go through, I'm just gonna get everything just snug. And once I get all this tightened down, then I'm gonna go and tighten down my brackets. So now that we have our running board attached to our brackets, we're gonna fasten down our actual bracket. So I'm gonna grab myself a ratchet and a box wrench, and we're gonna fasten this down to get the position that we want. So I'm gonna start in the center and then just go through and just still going just snug on everything, because we're gonna go back through with our torque wrench to make sure we get the specified torque spec. All right, and now that you have everything torqued down to the recommended foot-pounds from the manual, you're completely installed. This has been a look at the Romik RB2-T Running Boards with drop brackets.
Have a great day.